At the top of the page, we have a list of positions that are either listed as vacant or currently filled, and these are the positions that have been identified. How we got to this area, I worked with all the senior managers to develop these positions based on function in the organization. So the positions are listed. Again, the positions that are represented by Local 1, I will be bringing you a revised list for those based on my conversations today with Local 1. These positions are being recommended to be either reduction in force or reduced in hours starting March 1st, and then the furlough program would start March 1st for all full-time employees. The furlough program is significant, and it's certainly being used by other agencies. I mean, the furlough program allows us to save more jobs for the city. So the furlough program, out of that 373, represents $147,000 for this fiscal year. Under the service cuts, as you can see, we have everything from consultant fees to, I call it equipment maintenance stuff, professional contracts, mileage reimbursement, special supplies. There was one cut that was listed here as an alarm fee cut, and it's actually HVAC, so I apologize for that. That's around $1,000. It's like the third one from the top of page 13. That should be HVAC, so that'll be corrected in our final plan. Dues and subscriptions, non-post training, not training that we don't get reimbursed for, we are cutting out. We're going to be cutting out one car for the police department, saves on the lease rates, as well as we're getting, I understand we had an excellent no accidents with our police cars, so the county is going to reduce our overall leasing program by $10,000 next fiscal year, so that's a good thing. Safety pays, so to speak. But we're also, I mean, we're cutting out, we're looking at the use of telephones, cutting those out. We're using in-house staff instead of paying a consultant to do the state controller's reports. Those are the kind of things that we are identifying to cut the current budget. So I think at this point I'm going to stop and ask for any questions.
Questions from council?
Okay. All right. Under the 09-10 year, we'll go to that. It's taking me a while. Okay, page 25 is in the packet is the 09-10 year. The positions that were identified in 08-09 are also listed. They continue to carry through. The furlough program, if you go down to the bottom, represents $442,000. It's a significant savings to the general fund, the furlough program. The cuts associated with the cuts for 09-10, again, are annualized numbers, so the numbers are larger. Some of these items, and I will hide a couple of them that I think that will require some discussion. The pool, I believe, is listed on here, so I know that'll be a discussion item. But there's also the issue of street sweeping, and that is significant. On the second page, you know, I should have put a line number on here, but if you go down about not quite halfway down on page 26, you'll see eliminate street sweeping. That's a cost savings of $125,000 to the general fund. Now let me clarify what we are intending to do there. One option for the council is to put street sweeping actually on the garbage bill, and that has happened in the past here at the city of Dixon. So the residents would pay for it, but they wouldn't pay for it. What we're currently doing is we're just using our general fund for this service. So they would pay for this service through the garbage bill, and we would be able to retain those monies and actually cut them out of our budget, if that makes sense. So that is something that would probably be a lot of discussion for council. That's a significant cost. If you go fourth down from the page 26, we have aquatics. We have a cut of $18,000. That represents closing the pool down. Just for specifics here, let me find that. the time period that we're talking about. I'm still looking for it. I believe it's for the period of time that we were talking about earlier. Okay, the $18,000 represents the time, the pool would be closed in August when school begins, and it would save 3 months on operations. So, and currently the pool is closed during the winter too, so we would actually close the pool for a significant period of time. And these are pools, the pool complex. So that is an area that we identified as being able to save the general fund. Another area that we're talking about eliminating is the contract for maintenance out in the parks. So we have a lot of areas that we're recommending cuts in for service level cuts, but they have to do with contracts that the city currently has, not necessarily folks that are working for us. So there's a lot of areas that we've identified, and I can go through each one individually if you'd like. And I have staff here to address each one. It's really up to the council how they want to discuss this. So Mayor, maybe